If you're using your car for work, here are some tips to make sure that you can get the most back on your tax return. I'm Sam Keats from Keats Accounting, and this week's tax tip is all about motor vehicle expenses. So many people know that they can claim a deduction for their car if they are using it for work. So for most people, that means you can't claim travel directly between home and your main place of work. There are some exceptions to that rule. But let's say, for example, you use your car to run errands for work or visit customers, or you have to go and pick up supplies, those sorts of things, or even if you're driving from job site to job site. You can claim a deduction for the cost of running your car, which will increase your tax refund in your tax return at the end of the year. Now, for a lot of people, they just use the very easy cents per kilometre method. So you make a reasonable estimate of the number of kilometres you would travel in an average week or month, and we extrapolate that out and you make the claim. The problem with that is it's limited to 5,000 kilometres per vehicle per year, which gives you a maximum claim of $3,300. For most people, that might be a refund of, perhaps $1,000. There are ways that you can increase that. A lot of our clients would be doing significantly more travel than that, but without keeping the proper paperwork, unfortunately, we're really limited as to what we can do. So the solution is for you to keep a logbook. And it is 12 weeks of pain. A lot of people don't like doing it because you do have to track absolutely every trip you do for that 12-week window, and whether it's work-related or personal. So it can be quite tedious. Now, obviously, if you're leaving the office and you're visiting 6 different suppliers, you don't need to write them all down separately. It can just, be on the one line item, but it is a lot of paperwork. So I guess my encouragement to you is that if you think you are doing more than 100 kilometres a week for work, it's certainly worthwhile giving yourself the option of maximising your refund. That 12-week logbook only has to be done once every 5 years, as long as the business use doesn't change by more than 10%. So you do the logbook once, end of every year you write down your odometer reading, you keep track of all of your running costs, and you're good for 5 years, and your claim can be many times more than what it would be under the other method. There are some apps that you can use to help you in terms of recording the logbook and also in terms of capturing the motor vehicle expense information. So we can use Xero. There's a really cheap cashbook option for $12 a month, or there are some free and very cheap apps that you can use as well. If you think this is something that may be a benefit to you, give us a quick call, send us an email. We're happy to talk you through it and ensure that you can get those deductions maximised. Now, if you want that to be valid for the 2019 year, you just have to have your logbook started by the 30th of June. So you don't have to have the complete 12 weeks in that financial year, it just has to have started then. So get in touch and we'll see how we can help. Thanks for watching, see you next week.